Hey everybody, it's Stitch1993 and welcome back to another toy review. Welcome back to another potato head review. And am I happy to review this one today because this is probably one of my favorite potato heads of all time, honestly. I just love the design artwork on the front of the box, and we'll go over the parts because there's a lot of cool parts that are exclusive to this set. Now, before going into that, let's take a look at it. This is the Disneyland Resort Walt Disney Mr. Potato Head. I believe this was exclusive to the theme parks because it says Theme Park Edition right here. I'm not sure if this was sold in any of the Disney stores during the time. This did come out, I want to say, in 2006 or 2005. Let's see if it's got a copyright date on 2001. So possibly around 2001, and as you can see, there's a bunch of awesome pieces in here. It says a potato and 25 parts, including 3 exclusive Disney theme pieces in a handy storage case. I am interested what the 3 exclusive parts are, because there actually is quite a lot of parts in here that would be exclusive to Disney World and our Disney themed pieces. I do like that this is, I believe that is Cinderella's castle right behind them. Yeah, of course, to ages 2 and up, Hasbro. And this is one of the Silly Suitcases. Silly Suitcases have been around, technically, I want to say, since around the early 90s and continuing into the 2010s. Before that, we had like the tub of parts, where it was just kind of a giant tub, and then yeah, we get these. They all seem to be about this shape, kind of in the shape of a potato head with the hat on, from like the side view, and then of course we got a handle, and yeah, you were able to close it up and carry it around with you like a suitcase. And I had quite a few of these type of suitcases growing up. They were usually pretty cheap. And then, yeah, I came upon this one while just doing research on potato heads. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to have it. You can kind of find it on eBay, usually between like 40 to 50 bucks. That was probably about a year or so ago. I don't know if the price has gone up or down since then. And yeah, we got... of course, the classic potato head design at the time, and the Mr. Potato Head logo. It says 26 parts. Remember, it's 25 plus the body. And we see he's got one of the iconic balloons. He's got the iconic mouse ears cap. And yeah, everything else looks same-ish for Potato Head, but as we go into it, we'll see there's little differences for some of the pieces here. So I'm going to show each piece individually. I'm going to build the potato head as usual, and then we'll go into all the exclusive pieces as well. So, starting off, you have the iconic blue shoes. But these are not just any blue shoes. As you can see, there is a tiny little, I guess you would count it as a hidden Mickey on both sides of the shoes. And then, of course, we got the body. No hidden Mickeys on there. I looked, I checked even inside, there's nothing in there. That is just a regular potato head. And then, of course, we want to do our regular pink ears. And these are just the regular pink ears. There's nothing special about those. But they do fit in nicely. We've got the iconic red nose with the small plastic mustache. And I guess I should put in a mouth first. We've got a couple mouths. We've got, you know, the usual teeth grin. And we've got a red tongue. And then the only eyes included in here is the regular white eyes with black pupils. And then we go into the hands, and we've got two interesting sculpts here. So for the right hand, we've got a thumbs up hand that is also a holder hand, and I'll show you what all it can hold in just a moment, but you can get an idea from the box of what it can hold. And then we've got a closed, I guess not fully closed fist, but basically a fist that can also hold stuff for the left hand. And then we do have those iconic Mickey Mouse ears, and you know, if you've ever been to Disney World or if you've seen one of these hats in person, you know that they can put your name on the back of the ears. So for the back of this hat, it has, don't know if you can see it well there, but it says Mr. Potato Head. And of course on the front we got the classic Mickey Mouse Clubhouse logo. Now, what are all the other pieces in here? So let's go over just the other facial pieces first. So we do have an extra nose. We've got the iconic orange large nose. And we've got a blue tongue. I don't know if I've ever seen a potato head with a blue tongue. I don't know why this one includes a blue tongue, but it is just a nice, I really like that color blue. It's really, it reminds me of Airheads, just that color there for the blue raspberry one. We do have a couple more sets of ears. So we've got the orange, kind of weird ears that they would include with pretty much a lot of their silly suitcases. These were, like I had ones with the silly suitcase that came out in like 2000, and they kind of included these with a lot of them. They're just, you know, silly ears. And then we've got green versions of the pink ears. They're the same sculpt. They are just pretty much like lime green. And I really like this color there. Again, probably just include this because, you know, silly suitcase. But yeah. Now, we usually do get, oh, I found one more nose. So we got the bigger yellow nose. That, again, this is one that was included with a lot of the silly suitcases around the time. So I believe the one I had in 2000 was also included there. Alright, and we got one more mouthpiece. This is a giant kind of large, almost clown-like open mouth with tongue. I've only seen this in like one other set, and I think it was like one of the newer silly suitcase ones. That wasn't even really a silly suitcase. It came with the Party Spud that came out in the 2010s. Alright, so we usually do get glasses with these potatoes. Usually they're the yellow glasses. Sometimes they would be the black ones. But these are red with little Mickey Mouse ears on them. There you do. Kind of fits snugly. There we go. And I'm just going to try to put as many accessories on this guy as much as possible. Alright, so what else? Let's start with the stuff he can hold first. So we've got if you've been to Disney World, you know this is probably like one of the easiest foods to find outside of the churros, is the Mickey Mouse, I call it a dilly bar because that's what I grew up in with Dairy Queen, and that is what just the regular one was called. The giant swirl was called a dilly bar, so I just call, I mean, I'm sure they're called just like ice cream, you know, pops or something like this, but I call it the Mickey Mouse dilly bar. And of course, because he's got the two hands that can hold stuff, he can hold that in pretty much any hand, just like that. And of course, if you're going to Disney World, and one of the main things a lot of people like to do there is see the characters and get their autographs. You do get a little autograph book. It's got Mickey's signature in there, and it's got the Mickey pin. And I actually kind of like that. I think yeah, it's got all the characters on the book here. Let's see, we got Chip and Dale, Daisy, Minnie, Pluto, Goofy, Mickey, and Donald on there. And you can have him hold this by the pin right here. And it can fit, again, into either of the hands. Like so. Alright. This is an interesting accessory. I'm not really sure. You know, I didn't grow up going to Disney World. I've only went to Disney World once, and that was back in 2019, so a lot of things had changed. So this may be something iconic for around the 2001 era, but it does come with this camera, this like film camera with a giant Mickey Mouse shaped lens on it. And again, you can also have him hold that. And we do have the balloon. And it is the, of course, red to match the glasses and his nose here. And right here at the bottom, it's got a little extra indent so that it will fit right in the hand right there. Alright, so we do have 3 more accessories. We have a different hat. So the other hat that's pretty, you know, pretty big. I mean, you got the Goofy hat, but with the ears, I think that would be kind of cumbersome to do. So the other hat that you can get that was also iconic during the time at Epcot, it's since been removed, was the Sorcerer Mickey hat. That fits on just right there. And then you got 2 different feet. So let's go ahead and take these off. So if you're going to certain places in Disney World, you've got the 2 water parks there. And you, of course, need to wear sandals. So you've got the Disney World sandals with flesh-colored feet. I don't know how I feel about the feet being flesh-colored. Usually when we get feet for Potato Head, they are orange in color. It's just kind of an iconic thing there. I don't think they've ever been any other sort of color. So it is a little weird seeing them. They don't even, you know, match the color of the Potato Head. They're like peach colored there. But, you know, I digress. But they are the same color as the shoes, that blue there. But they got the open-toed sandals. And they're kind of like, I guess they wouldn't be like flip-flops. They're kind of like, I call them like David sandals. I guess they're just regular sandals. But yeah, they got there. And just like the shoes, they've got the little Mickey Mouse, Hidden Mickey logo on the back right there. And then the cutest of the bottom accessories is probably my wife's favorite, because this is her favorite ride at Disney World. It is one of the spinning teacups from the Alice in Wonderland ride. And yep, you can have the Potato Head ride in a little teacup. It even has the little etched out here where the door would open so you could fit in there. And yep, it is just straight up one big old teacup. And as I said, I really enjoy this set, mainly because you know, I am a big Disney fan. I bet this was kind of cool seeing it in the parks when it was out and being sold there. And I really like just how colorful some of these pieces are. The wacky, or not wacky, but the Silly Suitcases always had some of the best pieces in there, just to, you know, have fun, play around, and, you know, quote unquote, be silly. And this is probably one of the best ones. There are a couple that are probably right underneath it. And yeah, that is, you know, overall a great Potato Head set, a great Silly Suitcase set. If you happen to come upon one, I would highly recommend checking it out, picking it up, especially if you're a Disney fan, because of all the Disney memorabilia that it comes with. And, you know, it's just kind of a cool thing to do. Disney, around this time, did have, like, Potato Head stuff in their stores. They had, like, the mix and match area where you can just pick different parts. They had the kind of the thing where it's like you could get a Potato Head, I think for like a couple dollars, and then a box, and you'd fill up the box with as many parts as you could. You know, by the time I got there, they didn't have that anymore, unfortunately. But And then sometimes they'll do like piece packs themed around certain characters. So I think they've had like Pirates of the Caribbean one in the past, and I think they've had a couple other ones. But yeah, so but you know, nowadays they'll just do, you know, an actual character like Indiana Jones or Star Wars. But it would be nice, in my opinion, if Disney did either another Silly Suitcase or just did more, you know, Disney themed character ones. I mean, it'd be kind of cool seeing a actual Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and Goofy themed potato heads. Or they can do, you know, some of the more iconic stuff from their movies and rides, like a Tron potato head or Haunted Mansion potato head. Those would just be really cool. Down in the comments, what character or what ride would you want to see be turned into potato head? It doesn't matter the design of the potato, because, you know, this was the 80s through 2010 look, and we've gotten, you know, 2 new designs since then, pretty much. So it could be, you know, any of them, but I just want to know what your thoughts are down in the comments. And what are your thoughts about this set in general? Did you have it growing up? Did you remember seeing it in parks? Or is this your first time ever hearing about it? And until then, thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.